stop chuckling because you're all on about the hair. Well, believe it or not, there's over 400 comments on the social media sites. If we put on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, well, I didn't realise that my hair was such an important part of what I look like, but it obviously is. And thank you all for all your lovely comments. And yes, I feel a lot lightheaded now because I haven't got all the weight of all that down here. I have got very thick hair, and years ago I used to say it matches my thick head. But I think I've proved to you that I can't be that thick because of remembering all this music. Anyway, I'm not going to talk to... Yes, Stella, that is wine in my glass, because I think I might need one tonight because I've got such a lot to do, and I do love it when I have a lot of lovely things to do. And tonight I have. And the first shout out, I hope Jules is listening, who's a friend of Roberta. So Jules, poor Jules, she tripped up a paving slab and she's ended up in hospital with all sorts of broken arms and shoulders and goodness knows what else. So, Roberta, I hope Jules gets well soon. And Jules, if you're listening, I hope you are not too uncomfortable and that your bones knit together very quickly. And as you see, I've got the wine, but I'm not going to be tripping up and down paving slabs. I'm just staying here. So, in the meantime then, Roberta, Jules likes, to everybody, she loves the Beatles. So, let's carry on with Can't Buy Me Love. Can't buy me love. So get well soon, Jules. We're all thinking about you. Well, not only have we got... where am I now? Oh, yes, we've got a lovely birthday request to do now. And this is for Margaret's friend, and he's called Cornell. Now, he is 95 years young today, and Cornell will be listening over there in America. So he loves to hear I Left My Heart in San Francisco. So, Cornell, wishing you a very, very happy 95th birthday. And here is, just for you, I Left My Heart in San Francisco. My heart in San Francisco. But we're going to move a little bit further from San Francisco now, and we're going to go to Australia, because in Australia we have Roberta's cousin, I think she said, Roger, and it's his birthday and he's in Perth. And because of the COVID, they've not been able to see anybody. I don't know whether it's a brother or I can't remember what relative he is, but anyway, I thought I'd better play a bit of Australian music for Roger because, well, it's his birthday. And I hope he's going to waltz round, and I hope you're all going to waltz round to this one because it's Waltzing Matilda. I wondered if there'd be a time difference, Roberta. We hadn't better wake him up at 2 a.m, had we really? I don't think he'd appreciate that. Actually, some years ago, I wrote a piece of music, a skal hymn. Now, when I say skal, it's the sea, air and the big travel industry. It's the top of the executives of the travel industry. And they have a conference every year. And the one year, it was actually in Sydney, in the Opera House. And they had this huge concert and asked me if I would write a hymn, the skal hymn, which I did. And at 4 o'clock in the morning, my telephone rang. And it was the gentleman who'd asked me to write the hymn, and he rang me up and he said, just listen. And there were all the Rotarians from all over the world were singing my hymn. All of the Rotary clubs had received it, and it was, well, I just sat up in bed and my eyes welled up with tears, and I just cried to be able to appreciate that even that far away, somebody was singing my hymn. So that was very special. Well, we're not going to stay in Australia because we're going to walk straight back. Well, not straight back. We're going to walk right back from the Everly Brothers because Julian likes this one and he said, would I do it in Blackpool style? Well, I'd be delighted to. So, here we go then, walk right back, if I can remember how it goes. Just a minute, I've got to think. I was just thinking about something else then, I've got to click my brain in. Can you see, I'm turning the cogs now, telling you about the skull. I've got it. Right back because I don't want you to leave me, not in the lurch, because I've got to play a nice guitar piece now. And this is for Mason Williams. And Mason is with his mom, who's Roberta. And he goes over to see her occasionally, and when he's there, he likes to listen to me. So, here it is then, Mason, and it's that lovely classical gas. Mason Williams is classical gas, and it's for Roberta's son. Classical gas there. Right, from classical gas now, I'm going to play one for Julian again, because he asked me for this a few weeks ago, and I did play it on the piano when we had the storm, but I thought, well, it's nice with the Latin rhythm. So, Julian, ears back. Here it is, The Girl from Ipanema. about food because I've not eaten yet. No talk of steaks and things, no, because it's food, no food. Otherwise I shan't love you all because I shall never fall in love again. I don't think Hans will let me, so I'll stay as I am because the next one is perfect for him because it's I Can't Stop Loving You, Ray Charles. Well, no, it's me, really. going to think of all those people who are lonely, because the next one is, are you lonesome tonight? And I am a bit lonesome because Hans is drilling away at the other side of the house, and I can't hear him tonight because he's too far away, but he hasn't popped in to say hello yet, but I'm sure he will before the end to give you a quick wave or something. But he's absolutely covered in cement. You shouldn't... Well, when I saw him and said I was starting the show tonight, he'd got cement on the top of his nose. And, well, you know what it's like, you men, when you're working, you put cement together and then you do this, and so he's got it all over his face. So he sort of kissed me and I said, just be careful. I don't want cement on my cheeks. So I am a bit lonesome tonight, but only here because I've got all of you. Right, Sven. Well, we're going to have a bit of night fever now. I'm glad Sven's popped up because his Simon likes Saturday Night Fever. And it's his birthday today. He's all of 54. So how lovely to be 50. I wish I was 54 again. But wished I knew what I knew now as well. Of course, life doesn't work like that, does it? So let's have a bit of night fever, shall we? Well, we'll have night, and I bet the fever, but we'll... Here we go then. To you, Simon. I hope you're having a super day. Right, we're now going to change the mood a little bit because Richard's brother, Alan, is with Richard because they've got a gig tomorrow and he loves the long and winding road. So it's a very happy birthday to you, Alan. And here we are with the long and winding road. Chanson d'amour. Oh, do you mean the Elgar one, James, or do you mean the popular one? I'll just wait for you to tell me that one before I play it, because I'm now going to play the Eagles for Lisa, because Lisa likes the Eagles. So I've got to sort of get out of that now long and winding road which Alan took us on, and I've got to now get into the Eagles. So, and I'm going to do Lying Eyes. So, yes, Lying Eyes. Now, where did I put them? Not my Lying Eyes, I meant where did I put the Eagles? I was working out these registrations earlier on, so I think I'll get this. Oh, that's not. For me, I've never played. Oh, the residents are in the house across the road. They've had a bit of a shock tonight because a fire alarm went off, and it was a false alarm, thank the Lord. So they're all at somebody's house having tea. Isn't that lovely? The community spirit in England is wonderful. It's never died. But we better get on with the Manhattan Transfer, because I gather that you want to hear Chanson d'amour for Bastille Day. So here we are then. Let's, I think I'll use my strings. Yes, that'll do. Right, here we go then. James, I hope you've enjoyed that for your Bastille Day. It was a pleasure to do it, and I'm glad you told me. Isn't it lovely that people around the world who are watching us are having special days that maybe we wouldn't even have thought about? And to include it just like that in the programme is just a thrill, and I'm ever so thrilled, James, that you told us about that. Now, there's a very dear friend of mine, and I don't know whether he's on tonight, because sometimes people say they find it difficult when there's loads of hearts going up to be able to comment. But if Ian is listening, and Ian was the organist at the other church where I used to play in Staffordshire, and Ian and I used to laugh a lot. He was an absolute friend and confidant, if you want to say a better word, because sometimes when I was trying to sort the hymns out for the church, and some people used to say, oh, you know, can we have this hymn and can we have that hymn, and then you'd got to sort of search around and do all that, and I used to say to him, what Sunday are we on now, for goodness sake? I've lost my place, I don't know where I am in the lectionary, because I'd obviously had a concert the night before and my head was full of that music. And then suddenly I'd got to play the hymns that were appropriate to the sermon. Well, I'm always thrilled that Stella is on, because Stella puts me right. Bless her. But this one is specially for Ian, because it was his birthday on Tuesday, which of course I wasn't playing. So I'm going to finish with this one. And it's called 1,000 Years. And it was Christina Perry that sang this one. And it's a lovely song. And I hope you enjoy it.